Hello, welcome to the CANTRAIN information session. My name is Alison Orth, Director of Clinical Trials BC at Michael Smith Health Research BC. As a provincial organization, our work extends across many Indigenous lands and territories throughout British Columbia. We acknowledge with respect and humility that our Vancouver offices are located on the traditional and unceded territories of the Musqueam, Squamish, and Tsleil-Waututh nations. Health Research BC is British Columbia's health research agency. Through partnerships with national clinical trials training platforms, we are building talent and creating a diverse and skilled research talent pool. We are catalyzing change by focusing on efficiency and effectiveness of research activity, including advancing the provincial vision for clinical trials. Our partnership with CANTRAIN goes beyond funding. Our clinical trials team is an instrumental part of developing the national training platform, content, and evaluation. Last year, research trainees from British Columbia were recipients of the Most Trainee Awards, demonstrating our commitment to clinical trial excellence across the province. Today, I'm thrilled to introduce to you Dr. Nadia Khan, Professor and Head of the Division of General Internal Medicine at University of British Columbia. Nadia is a principal applicant for British Columbia on the grant of CANTRAIN and also a CANTRAIN mentor and researcher. Nadia is here to tell you all about CANTRAIN, a national clinical trials training platform, and she has some exciting news to share about the program and current funding opportunities.
Thank you very much. I am indeed very excited to talk further about the CANTRAIN program. During the pandemic, it became very apparent to us that in Canada, we needed to be much more agile and have a greater ability to conduct clinical trials. And CIHR recognized that really important need, and they set up a competition for clinical trial training programs. And CANTRAIN was among of the key winners. And it's really exciting to talk about the CANTRAIN program. There are other clinical trial training programs that we're also working alongside with, but this info session will really highlight all the amazing work that's happening at CANTRAIN. So the ultimate mission for CANTRAIN is really to transform how Canadians are prepared to developing, engaging in, and carrying out, executing clinical trial research that will benefit Canadians and beyond. So the CANTRAIN program has really an important set of partnerships at the University of British Columbia, at the different health authorities, Vancouver Coastal, Providence Healthcare, and importantly at Health Research BC and Clinical Trials BC. And this is a really critical partnership, as you'll see on these next few slides. And so far, even in year one, with partnership with Health Research BC and CIHR at CANTRAIN, we've been funded over $850,000 that have gone into training awards and developing more expertise with a provincial coordinator and clinical trials research educator. The offerings for CANTRAIN are multifold. There's several really important programs, and these have been co-funded by Health Research BC. And that includes studentships and internships, and also funding a really exciting educational program and supporting provincial coordination of clinical trials training programs. So the first one I want to talk about is the clinical trial training programs. And this is really a transformative, first-in-kind type of training program. It's an on-demand, modular, flexible training program, and it covers all different kinds of programs from beginner level to expert level, and really across the spectrum of people that are involved in clinical trials, from the patient, the community partner, the highly qualified personnel, to the beginning researcher, graduate student, and even up to the experienced clinical trialist. So it really covers across the full domain and spectrum of people that are involved in clinical trials and trying to really elevate the skill level. We also offer mentor-led experiential programs. In other words, real work experience, real world experience, for training and an internship. And I'll just dive into these really exciting opportunities. So first, I want to talk about the different training streams. As I mentioned, there's a graduate, postgraduate training stream, clinical research professional stream, trialist clinical researcher stream, and community partner stream. So really for everyone on the clinical trial spectrum in the clinical trial ecosystem. And so it's very modular, tailored to what you would find beneficial. And there's an entire suite of courses that are available, again, on demand and importantly, free of charge. So I really encourage everyone to take a look at this, our website, and register for these courses. Another important offering is training program awards. And we know that we needed to build capacity by stimulating graduate students and other professional trainees in the pursuit of clinical trials research. And so we've offered in the first year 10 master's studentships, 24 doctoral studentships, and 6 postdoctoral fellowships. These were co-funded by Health Research BC, and many of these awards went to British Columbian trainees. So it's really exciting, and we're holding another cycle of trainee awards, and that deadline is May 31st, 2024. And all of the information on how to apply is on the website. And really, it's trainee studentships and fellowships if you're involved in clinical trials research in multiple different capacities. And I want you to meet one of our recent awardees. And this really speaks to how transformative that we hope that this program is going to be. And this is Dr. Denise Jaworski. She's a general internist working in Cranbrook, BC. And she's really committed to improving health care in rural and remote areas throughout the province and providing a template for understanding how to deliver more clinical trials in smaller centers. And this is really important given that 60% of our Indigenous populations live in rural and remote areas, and a third of Canadians, in fact, also live in rural areas. So this is really helping build a bridge and resolve a gap in clinical trial research in smaller centers with greater community outreach. So we're really excited about the transformational capacity of these training awards. And just to highlight partnerships, in BC, we are really encouraging partnerships with your institutions. This is a small list of the institutions that are already partnering with us, and there's no funding requirement for your institution to be a partner. Can go on the website and look to see how your institution can also partner with us. And these are all the host institutions that have awardees, and they're also hosting their trainees. And another exciting opportunity is internships. We have a new cohort for internships, and that's going to open on May 1st, 2024. And that is actually protected time for virtual engagement to go to any Canadian research institution in the public sector. And these funding are up to $10,000 each, and it's funded by Health Research BC. And it's a great opportunity for people to have a real world, real work experience in clinical trial settings. And we think this is a really great opportunity. So information is available at Health Research BC and on the CANTRAIN website. And I'll hand this over to Allison to conclude. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Nadia. Appreciate you sharing that information with our BC community. And I hope that BC can show up this year with the awards applications as strong as we did in year one. It's very exciting. In addition to CANTRAIN, Health Research BC has partnerships with, as Nadia mentioned, there are some other training platforms, and they currently have their awards, trainee awards application period open till May 31st as well. And that is the Canadian Training Platform for Trials Leveraging Existing Networks, or CANTAP Talent, Canadian Behavioral Intervention and Trials Network, or CBITN, and the Post-Stroke Cognition Research Group, otherwise known as StrokCog. Together, those training platforms are increasing the expertise and capacity for clinical trials in BC and across Canada. As Nadia mentioned, More information on all of those training platforms and awards are available through the websites at CANTRAIN and Health Research BC. Thank you for joining us, everyone.